It is finally that time of the year again. I mean, I say it again like I've done this before, whatever. Choose Your Legend 6 has finally rolled around, and I'm really excited. This is my first time like actually having a contribution in it, rather than just looking back at the results. So it's nice to be able to get my opinion out there. So you've getting my opinion out there. I just wanted to, I want to take an opportunity before maybe like immediately that tournament starts. I don't know when this thing is gonna be uploaded, to just share like who I've been voting for, why I'm voting for them, and yeah, who I think's gonna win. You know, just propaganda stuff, you know. So let's just get right into it. Starting with who I think's gonna win. There's approximately a 100% chance Chrom's gonna win this year. I'm absolutely certain of it. The guy's always hovered around like 3rd or 4th in the men's bracket, and last year was the only time he's gone up to 3rd. And as much as I hate to admit, he's gonna win this year. He didn't get any alts in the past year, not a single one, and yeah, he did. Chrom kind of got like picked on a bit in Choose Your Legends 5. Really, Gatekeeper and Marth teamed up to defeat Chrom, which is very funny, and Chrom fans, you know, they kind of deserve it. They're basically just Smash fans, dude. You see what they were doing to poor Gatekeeper. So yeah, sad, tragic, but sadly inevitable. I think Chrom's finally gonna win this year. I'm also less confident in this, but I'm pretty sure Byleth's gonna win. Ever since their inclusion in Choose Your Legends back in the, I think the 4th one, they've just been on the rise for the votes, you know. Gradually just getting more popular and more popular, to the point where they got 3rd and 4th on the female and male bracket respectively last year, so I'm pretty certain they're gonna win this year. However, I am not entirely certain that, because male and female Byleth got legendary also this year, which I think would decrease their chances a bit, you know, just drop it down a couple spots, because considering how much love they got this past year, but it makes sense that they like win Choose Your Legends, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work, but it'd be nice if they actually had an alt called you know, Ashen Demon or Fellstar, because those are like their 2 actual tiles in 3 houses, and they're both weirdly unused. Like, there's Fellstar's Duo and Foldland Star, but no actual Fellstar Byleth. And it's nothing for Ashen Demon, which is just weird, because that's their actual, you know, title. Also, female probably has a higher chance of winning overall, due to her always just doing slightly better than male Byleth, but it is actually possible for both in the win, which would be unlikely, but interesting. I'm not saying it really wanted to happen, because just one Byleth is probably more than enough, but it could happen. Really could. Also, despite how well she did last year, I highly doubt that Corrin's gonna win, because there are now 11 Corrins, which I think 3 more than the person with the 2nd most alts. So having another Corrin would just be a bit redundant, and I'm pretty sure even Corrin fans admit that now, like myself included. Yeah, Chrom and Byleth are all certain, and then maybe other Byleth. And the other 1 or 2 slots are free game. Let's go into who all I want to win and what. Starting off with the category of the people I want to win but absolutely won't is well, first Corrin. I love it. I love Corrin. She's great, but she's not gonna win. You know, she's already in enough times. I think everyone knows that now. So yeah. Also, Tiki is similar sort of Corrin. Great character, but just already in enough times. She was in the top 10, I think, or top 20 at least, similar to Corrin. So she's definitely more likely than Corrin, but not. I would put money on it. As for people that aren't in, Gregory's currently my most wanted character who is not in the game yet. And I think it's gonna stay that way, considering he got around 200th in CYL6, so his chances are slim to say the least. Similar story to Gregor is Arthur and Owain. I really like both the characters a lot, but I didn't do too hot in the voting last year. I think Arthur was in the 400s actually, so yeah, I doubt either of them are gonna get any love. So it would be cool if they won, but not likely. But for people who I want to win but probably won't, to people that might win, which would be horrible because they don't want them to win, there's only 2 people that they actually don't want to win. Those are Henry and Gustav. Those 2 characters did frighteningly well last year. Henry especially came in 9th for the women's bracket, which is just you see, you know, most characters winning Choose Legends I could at least joke about it. You know, if Petra won, that'd be kind of funny, I guess. But I just Henry and Gustav are I really hate those 2. I just absolutely despise them. I couldn't even like a funny joke about that. Whereas with Alphonse, I could make a funny joke because hey, it's Alphonse, man. He's just Alphonse. That'd be funny at least. You know, I could have a humorous joke or 2 about that, but it's nothing. I really don't want these 2 to win. I'm gonna go more in depth with them in a future video, but like, yeah. Up next, meme pics. I'm not even sure if these two are even like options, but like, if they are, I might cast a vote or two for them because they'd be funny. First, Holst from Three Houses, because see, Holst is a funny guy who never actually shows up. He's just mentioned by name a lot, and is set up as this like really threatening, really powerful general with a huge presence, but he's never actually like shown or anything. If he is an option, I definitely gotta vote for him at least once. Like, it'd be hilarious if he got into, just so we could like see how he actually looks, but I doubt it's gonna happen. Also, hit character from Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Tiki is my waifu. That's her official name. That just based on that alone, I don't even know anything about her character. Just the fact that her name is Tiki is my waifu is enough reason for me to want her to win. Also, another character who would just be absolutely hilarious if they won. Like, I know this guy's actually on it, but Alphonse would be the funniest thing, dude. I briefly talked about it earlier, but yeah, Alphonse is like the most boring character to ever be created. He's just so generic. He's just Marth again, but worse. He's just Roy again, worse. He's just Ellwood again, worse. He's just Korn again, worse. He's just main Lord McGee. You know, he does the right thing for his people. It'd be absolutely hilarious if he won, though. It'd be like, he's got like, there's like 600 different characters that are better than him in some way. It's just, but Alphonse Wiggins is just like going up to a huge bar full of every kind of liquor you can possibly imagine, all the fancy stuff, and just asking for a glass of water. It'd be hilarious. Now for characters who I'm actually guaranteed going to vote for. Starting off with the most obvious pick, Constance, you know, because I just explained why I like her so much in my Three Houses video, and she did really well last year, and another alt for her would be great. I love that. Speaking of alts, there's a lot of potential there. Her early appearance right now is based on our part 1, you know, Ash and Wolf stuff, but there's room for a part 2 pick, which is like the most common option for Three Houses characters. And also Sun Constance, because the Constance that we currently have is all about, you know, shady lady, but having a Sun Constance, like, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Sun Constance, but it'd still be nice to have, you know, a bit of variety. I think she got 13th last year, which I think is aided a lot by the fact that she wasn't in yet. However, I do believe that she still has potential to do well, really well, so I'm going to be casting a lot of votes towards her. Next up is Hubert. Hubert's another character I talked a lot about in my recent video, but again, he did decently well last year, and he really needs another alt, considering his like big role in Three Houses, especially in Crimson Flower. It's just weird that he doesn't have a second alt yet, especially compared to like Hilda, who has 3. Actually, a lot of the other Black Eagles have different alts at this point, like Eligard, Dorothea, Bernadetta. I think it's actually it, but still. Just another Hubert alt would be nice. Especially like, I don't know, one where they gave him a unique weapon, because his current one has like just default weapon, but one where he uses actual black magic in Three Houses would be pretty neat. So the final person I definitely gonna vote for is Noelle from Awakening. You know, I really like Noelle. She's one of my favorite characters from Awakening. She's just adorable. But she could just use another alt. I don't have any like grand reason or idea of why she needs one. I just think it'd be cool. That's all. Just another Noelle alt. Plus, she got, like, I think in the top 50 last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, possibility is there. So, yeah. That's Choose Legends 6. Those are my predictions. That's what I'm voting for. KROM, Byleth definitely gonna win. Maybe Byleth's gonna win the second time. Yeah, so there's, like, one open slot in the ladies. Hopefully, it'll be Constance. I don't know. Maybe vote for Constance, like, with at least one of your votes. That'd be nice. She's great. She can use another alt. Yeah. Anyways, we'll make another video after the competition's over to see, like, how right it was or how wrong it was, and just give my thoughts on the actual winners. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Deuces. Till then.